morning, everybody. Welcome to another USA Basketball Recap. Yeah, Cardo W. Jr., Raymond Lyons. I'm Wilson Tarpe Jr. And we're going to get straight to it. The USA men's wrapped up, their group play stage by beating the Czech Republic 119-84. Similar to the women's game against Japan, an ugly defensive showing from them in the first quarter. Kind of tightened the screws in the second and third and then pulled away. And then, Jason Tatum put the finishing touches on in the fourth. But USA is going to be waiting around until what's it called? August 2nd, I believe, is when the draw goes in, and we'll see who they're going to play in the knockout round. But Ray, we'll get started with you. Just your thoughts on this one. Sorry, before we get started, a little bit of history. Show a little love to Kevin Durant for becoming the all-time leading scorer in USA men's basketball, surpassing Carmelo Anthony. He also became the all-time free throw makes leader as well. He eclipsed that in this game as well. But go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, man, this is the game I've been waiting for them to have. Them, like you pointed out, they started out slow, but then in the second quarter, they woke up and it started with their defense. I hope that this is they take this moving forward, and it's like if we play defense, like no team can match their firepower on the other end. They just have to get stops. And like we saw when they tighten up, extended their defense full court, was giving Czech Republic problems getting into their offense. It was really nothing they could do. And playing defense for full possessions, like I think it's at one point they forced a shot clock violation. Like this is what they need to do, man. And then of course KD finally had a KD game. We've been waiting for it. He's been a little sluggish. I don't know if it just took him a while to get over the jet lag, but yeah, man, he started out aggressive offensively, and once he kind of puts that pressure on the other team, it just opened things up for everybody else. And then Tatum came in and put the nails in the coffin. But yeah, man, it was the last three quarters were basically flawless, and this is kind of what we've been saying all along. They have to start things on the defensive end. It's no other way. And they weren't as 3-point happy as we've been seeing. They was getting KD in the mid post area, putting them in situations where it was tougher for the Czech Republic to help. And I mean it's hard enough to stop them, when you can help, but giving them opportunities where you can go one-on-one and make quick moves and score. I mean, it is just cancel Christmas. But yeah, this is by far the best game they've played so far since even since the exhibition started. So man, if I'm Popovich and the coaching staff, I'm showing this film every day. The defensive intensity, they were engaged. Everybody was in the right place. They were on the string, communicating, and they just made it tough, and they played with heart and determination. And if they carry this forward, then they can, perform the way we all expect them to. But as we say a lot, man, this has to be the standard now. You've shown us you can do it. Now we can't take steps back. So even against more talented teams, if they come with this defensive intensity, they're way too athletic for it not to disrupt any team. They just got to get back to basics and stick to their fundamentals on that side of the ball. And if they do that, the offense is going to take care of itself, because that'll lead to, fast break opportunities, and it'll continue to demoralize other teams. So, yeah, man, I enjoyed this one. It was a USA basketball game, and I think they needed it.
Cardo?
Yeah, to me, it was all about Kevin Durant. Just a couple games ago, I was kind of saying that, with that chemistry growing, they were still trying to identify roles, and who was going to be that guy. It always has to be a guy. Maybe on this team, he don't have to be the guy every night, but it always got to be known like he's the guy in case things kind of get rocky or whatever. And in the first quarter, it was rocky, and he pretty much was like, "Nah, I ain't having this." You know what I'm saying? He turned it on. You know what I mean? And he got going. He got in the rhythm. And, along with Bam and Zach LaVine and whatnot, and that helped them stay close when they came out sluggish. And then once the defense caught on, it was just a wrap. But offensively, he set the tone, And like Ray said, it took the pressure off the other guys where they can play their natural games. It's not so much pressure on, all right, I might have to step up, but it's my time. It wasn't no confusion about that. Look, just get on my back and follow me. You know what I'm saying? And then once he got going, they sent doubles and everybody got shots and started making them. We even seen Draymond turn back the clock and look like 2015, 2016 Draymond. You know what I'm saying? That's how much of a groove they were in. And I just always felt that's how they should play, man. We all know what it is. Kevin's the best player in the world. And he's definitely the best scorer. That's not even up for debate. So, I mean, what he had 23 on 11 shots. You know what I mean? It was light work with 9 rebounds and 6 assists. I only had 2 turnovers. His efficiency is off the chart, and that's what separates him from pretty much everybody else, man. So once he get going, I don't care what league he playing in, you got to send a double. Otherwise, it's gonna be roadkill, and then he just gonna keep pouring on the points. So once you send a double, then he can get to moving the ball. And USA have been showing all along that they're willing to be unselfish, so we don't have to worry about that. And then it's just guys shooting their shot when the ball finds them. And when you do that, it's contagious. Everybody stays engaged. And defensively, I was just very impressed, man, because it wasn't even the fact that they was doing well on ball. It was just the pressure. They made the Czech Republic start out damn near half court on a variety of possessions, man. That's tough. That's how you get the 24-second violation. That's how you throw other players off rhythm, man. They getting the ball, and they may not even be the best ball handler, but they way outside three-point line trying to create and run the offense. It's little things like that can totally disrupt an offensive flow, man. And think about, I know they had about what they have, eight steals and 5 blocks, but think about all the deflections that they had that they got their hands on and stuff like that. Passing, like being active, being long. They on the string, man, and that's key. You know what I'm saying? Once when their defense is clicking and they get out and run, or they have mismatches because it's 4-on-3, 3-on-2, something like that, it's nothing nobody in the world could do, man. Because then they get to play their game, which they grew up playing. You know what I'm saying? Just be creative, and just a wrap. I love Draymond Green. Like I said, him being aggressive, shooting the ball. He has to maintain that, because the bigs, you see every team when he's in the game, the bigs are just staying in the paint. They're like, go ahead. So he got to make them pay. There's no other way around it. Otherwise, it's 4-on-5. And it's like what we saw a lot of times with the Warriors this past season, man. It's going to be tough, even though what he brings to the table defensively, passing wise, and his IQ overall is much needed as you get into the knockout rounds and try to go for the gold. The big's not gonna play any games. Like, if you're not willing to shoot, I'm gonna just stay right here. Why? What's the point of running out there? So he's gonna have to make them come out there, and if he makes them come out there, then it opens the floor for everybody else. Jason Tatum, like I said, Kevin set the tone and got the rhythm going offensively for USA. I'm pretty sure coming out the half, the Czech Republic thought they would, have a chance to make a run, and Jason Tatum was like, not today. That's just not gonna happen. We're gonna get this game over with. We're gonna chill, and that's what he did, man. He made just timely shots, and that's just in rhythm. That's just coming off getting the stops, and like I said, once he came in and got going, the rhythm was already set for the USA offense, man. All he had to do was just lock and load. It wasn't nothing else to really think about. And I know it was in a losing effort. I want to definitely throw a shout out at, I hope I don't butcher their name, Andre Balvin, Czech Republic center, and Blake Shield, the 6'7" wing. I was thoroughly impressed with their games. Balvin, technician inside, man. He gave them problems. He honestly deserved more touches because he had it going. He's saying, 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 and 9 shooting. The problem was the pressure. The USA was pressuring their guards. It was hard to get to him. You know what I mean? So, but he kind of had his way when he got attempts and he got the ball, and Shield. Hey, man, let's be real, man. If you an opposing player on one of these international teams, being on the perimeter, it's hell all night. Like, you literally have no break. I don't care if you're switching. I don't care if it's a sub. You're dealing with somebody that's elite. That's an all-star, all-NBA dude. So he it ain't no nice out. It ain't no nice off for you. But he held his own. He did his thing. 17 points to lead. Czech Republic 6 and 9 shooting, 5 or 6 from deep, man. So it's easy to see why they've been causing team problems. You know what I'm saying? won't advance or whatnot. But I think they won't advance. I'm not sure. I got to check the standings, but it's easy to see why they've been causing teams problems because those two monsters obviously with Saturansky, Yan Vesley was solid. I'm not gonna. Wizards fan chill. We try to be nice. Don't go there, dog. I know what y'all thinking. So, he's a former NBA player. So, all in all, good win from USA, man. They did what they should do, and we'll see who they play next.
Yeah, like you guys said, it was a quality win, and I felt like this was definitely the first game where everybody cemented in their roles. Like it's just understood that, and in the second quarter, when Kev got going, I think they finally realized, like, once he gets going, it makes everybody's life easier. Like soon as he gets going, like, it's easy now. Like, it's really that easy. I don't know why y'all made it this hard. And there's nothing wrong. I know some of y'all you're great scorers in your own right. No disrespect to you. You're not 7 feet. And when they put up the little lower third on the screen, it says guard. If y'all don't just take that advantage and then play off that and just enjoy life. And then you got Draymond out there who already knows how to like there's a lot of things that work in your favor if you just let it happen. And it felt like today, some of the others on USA realized like it really can be easy if you just play through them. It's simple. Because for the most part, teams you can't put a guard on a 7-footer. So you're giving him somebody somewhere around his size, advantage him. Then you got to send a double. Now we get into the mid post, like Ray said. That's food even with the double. But again, the court's smaller, so if you're sending a double, now Dame's you're giving a guy with a long range rifle target practice because you're that far off him. You saw Tatum catch a rhythm, like it was just easy. And like I think Cardell, you mentioned Bam and Zach. I really love the way they've kind of like really embraced their roles. Like I get mine if I need it, but for the most part, they're doing a great job defensively. Bam was just raising hell on the defensive end on the switches. When he did switch, like you were talking about with the ball pressure, one, he's clamping guards, and then two, once he gets you to pick it up, he's taking the airspace away so you can't get the pass over the top, which is protecting, Dame or Booker. Booker fouled out, but with them switching so much, when they do switch and you're putting that type of pressure on the ball, it's buying time for your that mismatch behind you. So when Dame got Balvin or somebody like that, like you said, Cardell, if the ball got to Balvin, dude was cooking. He had no issues getting whatever he wanted, but it was getting the ball to him. And when you're taking that extra beat or two to figure out how to get the ball to him, now, the USA bigs got time to come help. And even switch at times to get the small out of there. And you're okay again. I love the way they moved the ball. I had 24 assists tonight. The ball was really, really moving well. But yeah, it just felt like people kind of, it's annoying to say, just people finally kind of just accepted how easy it can be. And again, on the defensive end, we've been talking since Vegas. That's the way the USA has always separated themselves. You clamp on that end of the floor, and you just let your God-given talents run their course on the other end. You get in transition, life is fine. But yeah, a lot of those guys did a really good job. And like you guys mentioned, Tatum catching his rhythm late. Drew Holiday's unsung hero since he's been here. They've been a different team since he got there. We saw Middleton get a little bit more involved today too. They're trending in the right direction. The only thing I would say is, as they approach the knockout round, you got to kill these slow starts.
Mm-hmm.
You have to start better. It's a shorter game. You can't rely on having to play from behind in the knockout round. I'm not saying you can't do it, but why put yourself in that situation? If just maybe imagine if you started the game defensively the way you picked up in the second and third quarter. It's much different for you. But did you guys have anything else you want to add?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just real quick word from our folks over at Oohs and Ahs. And shout out to them again for letting us knock out our draft coverage this year earlier. It feels like it was 3 days ago. It was literally like 2 nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's the longest week ever. All right, Oohs and Ahs. They're buying you a drink. Buy one, get one free. Late night cocktails at Georgia Avenue from 10 p.m. to midnight on Fridays and Saturdays. Also, a quick reminder that the U Street location is open until 2 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. So get over to oozandodds.com to see the menu, hours, and more. Again, 2 locations, Georgia Ave and U Street. We will see you guys early Monday morning when the U.S. women finish their group play. And you guys know who they're playing off top? Gotta double check.
Is it France?
I'll look it up.
I believe you're right. Yes, it is France.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ray. Somebody knows already. Yep. So August 2nd, we'll see you guys about it'll be earlier than today. See you guys about 2 a.m. Monday morning. To talk about the USA women taking on France. Again, it's gonna be the last part of group stage, and I'm hoping and praying for some Eastern Standard Time PM games. But we're gonna see what happens. Y'all enjoy your weekend, and we'll get with you guys very soon.